What's up everyone, Danny Lightning back with another CSR2 video. Today we're doing the AMG G63 SUV. We're going to do a stage 5 shift pattern and tune. We're going to do a stage 6 shift pattern and tune. We're going to check out and see if we can find the live racing tune, and we're going to do a nice little review on this car. Alright, so thank you to Nitro for CSR for letting me use your account. I don't have this car maxed out on mine, so we're using Nitro's account today. So let's go ahead and get to the video, guys. Here we go. Alright, so if you have the car completely maxed out, all the stage 6 and all the fusion parts installed, you're going to move your nitrous all the way to the right, final drive all the way to the left, tire pressure down to 2.0. I mean 8.0. What am I talking about? 2.0. 8.0 on the tires. Alright. That gives us a dyno time of a 10.8. All right, that gives us a dyno of a 10.8. Let's go ahead and do some test runs and I'll show you how to drive it. If you enjoy this content, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. That would really help me out a lot. Click that little bell, set those notifications to all. If you'd like to join my Discord server, there's a link to that and my other 2 YouTube channels in this video's description. Thank you everybody, you guys are awesome. Alright, so this car, when it's maxed out with all the stage 6 parts and all the fusions, you're going to hold down the gas and let go of it just a little bit before launch. Try and get a perfect start. Around somewhere between 20 and 30 miles per hour, you're going to shift into second gear and then hit your nitrous. And all shifts right before the red line. Very easy to drive, to tell you the truth. 3, 2, 1, go. Second nitrous, third, fourth, fifth, sixth gear. There we go. Very cool car, guys. I like this thing so far. I'll let you know what it's good for in a little bit. There we got a 10.885. So that's about how you drive this car when it's maxed out on stage 6. Let's go ahead and check out how this thing works on stage 5 with all the fusion parts installed. All right, so this is going to be a stage 5 shift and tune. All right, so on stage 5 with all of the fusion parts installed, we got the nitrous all the way to the right. We got the final drive right about 2.17. Tire pressure still at 8 psi, and it's actually going to drive pretty much the same, guys. We don't really have to change up the shift pattern on this car. So after this, we'll talk about a live racing tune. We're going to try and find a good live racing tune for this guy. 3, 2, 1, go. Second nitrous. Third. Fourth. Fifth. Very easy to drive, actually. All right. Very easy car to drive. Then we got a 12.525. Last run was a 12.478. So you're going to get a little bit of variation. Depends on exactly when you shift into second and when you hit your nitrous. Does make a little bit of a difference on this car. But that gives you a pretty good idea of how you want to drive and tune this guy. Alright, so I think we found a really nice little live racing tune. It's a lower performance points with over 1,000 Evo. This should be able to win live races without beating the dyno time. Alright, on live racing these days, you don't want to beat the dyno, because the more you beat dyno, the more your car gets pushed into the faster and faster lobbies, and then you can't win anymore. So we're trying to set up the lower performance point, higher Evo cars to keep that from happening. So these days, if you can win without beating dyno in live racing, that's what you want to go for. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and show you the upgrades on this. So we've got nitrous. Let's start with, we always start with the engine. At least I do. All right, we got the engine on stage 4. Turbo, stage 4. Intake, stage 4. Nitrous on stage 4. We got the body on stage 3. You could probably go up to stage 4 on the body if you wanted to, but I've got it on stage 3. Tires, stage 4. Transmission, stage 4. All right. So basically everything is on stage 4 except for one part. And our tune is going to look like this, right? We got nitrous still all the way over to the right. Final drive at 2.0. And tires are at 12 psi. We got 1387 up here, and this should just stomp people in live racing. We'll go ahead and go test it out, right? We'll go ahead and do 2 or 3 live races and see how it performs. All right, so we're being challenged by a 488 Spider. All right, let's try this out and see what happens. I think we're gonna win. Pretty sure we're gonna win this race, guys. Let's see, let's see. So we're gonna talk about whether this car can beat Tempest and some other stuff like that in just a minute when we do a review on it. And we'll let you know exactly what we think of the car. That time we won easy. We got a 13.9 something on the dyno, and we ran a 14 point something, and we still won. So this car should be doing very, very good for live racing. It got a nice amount of Evo points. We're not in the crew, so it doesn't make respect points, not Evo. It doesn't make as many respect points because we're not in a crew and we don't have the bonuses of what a crew gets. But that's good points. Currently, we only have a couple of people. All right, currently we only have a couple people in this live racing lobby, but this should be a pretty good test. The Toyota Supra GRs are very good live racing cars. If we can beat that, we know we did well. And I mean, I don't know, this car should dominate in live racing if it works the way most other cars do when you tune them similar to this. It should win the majority of the live races without having to beat its dyno time, so it should be a very good live racer, alright? So let's go ahead and talk about the car and see if it can do what we need it to do to beat Tempest. Alright, so we're going to do a little review on this car and tell you what it's good for. So maxed out, the fastest 0 to 60 time you can really get is something around 1.8-ish, all right? I tried to tune this to make it do 0 to 60 faster, and I can't get it. 1.8, that's about as quick as it's going to get. 0 to 100 in around 2.8. Top speed around 296 to 296, 297-ish is what you're going to see on the top speed when the car is 100% maxed out. So unfortunately, I know a lot of people are wondering, will this beat Tempest all the way through without having to change cars? No. It can cross the finish line fast enough to beat the boss, no problem, if you have enough parts in it. All right. It can do the 260 miles per hour, no problem, but it cannot do the 0 to 60 race in under 1.3. The car just does not have the type of acceleration you need to get all the way through Tempest 3 Tier 4 without having to switch cars. It is not going to do the 0 to 60 sprint race, guys. It's just not going to happen. So this is not on the list of cars that can make it all the way through Tempest without switching. Now, what is this car going to be good for? It's not really a dyno beater on stage 5. It's not really a dyno beater on stage 6. You might be able to get it to beat dyno by a teeny tiny bit, but nothing special. All right, now, on the live racing setup I showed you, I assume it's going to do very well. If it performs like the other cars, all right, when you tune them similar to this, it's going to be a great live racing car on roughly stage 4. So this should be a great stage 4 live racer. All right, but besides that, it's just kind of okay. Just kind of okay, guys. You know, when you get this car maxed out, it should run 10.7s or 10.8s, which is pretty decent, but it's only going to be about the, let's find out. Hold on one second. So this car is going to be about the 100th fastest tier 4 car in the game. So there's 99 tier 4 cars in this game that run faster than this one. All right. So it is what it is. Is it worth upgrading? I would probably upgrade it to stage 4, fill it up with fusions, use it for live racing if you need a good live racer. If you've already got a good live racing car, I would just let this one set and look pretty in your garage, all right? It's cool, it's pretty nice, but nothing too terribly special. So that's my take on this car. Hopefully this video helps, and we will catch you next time, all right? You guys have a great day. See ya. Lightning out.